everything helps. Okay, strong definite beat, 4/4 quadruple meter, and moderately fast tempo gives rhythmic drive. You could also say it creates energy or contrast, etc. And the other points we've spoken about before. Right, the marker felt the paper, blah, 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 blah. Better responses. Demonstrated a clear understanding of duration and its various facets. Detailed description, and we're able to link it with a musical purpose like we did below. If we start having a look at the analysis of the piece, you can always pause and actually have a good read of these things, by the way. There is contrast throughout, the use of rhythm in the voice and the instruments. The voice uses long notes. Yes, we got that. Rests and pauses between phrases. No, we could have added that. Okay, I've got to bang bang run away. We've said that, except we were actually able to say which beats it was accented on, so ours was far better. The rhythm in the guitar is a driving beat. Yes, we've said that. We've said accenting non-beat, and you can see there we have the on beat going, and then the dotted quaver followed by a semi-quaver is the syncopation we were talking about. Semi-acoustic guitar strums and syncopation, yes. Tempo's very fast in contrast with the laconic feel of the voice. Laconic meaning sort of laid back. That's a good point that we didn't really mention. We did talk about the tempo though. The guitar is that continuous straight rhythm, the driving rhythm that I was discussing before. Last line of the chorus, Take My Tears, great, we got that one as well. Accenting the on beat. The triplets they're talking about in the drums, we don't say that, but we do say that they do rolls. We could have notated that, and I would have liked to have done that. Okay, second chorus feels quieter and less intense. Who cares? You asked for duration. This really annoys me that the Border Studies don't practice what they preach. Walking bass line also becomes prominent, which we've talked about. And then you can see the other points there if you actually pause and have a good look at it. Okay, so we have a look at how we're marked this time. So the structure of the response. Did we discuss the use of duration? And did we put it in a suitably structured response? You can see a lot of the time those boxes being put together like that make the point for us. When we have syncopation in one box and then right next to it accenting the on beat, we're showing the difference right there, showing the use of contrast and discussing exactly how it's all put together. So the structure of the response with the points underneath, summarising everything all together, was quite good. There were maybe a few little things that didn't quite go to plan. So if we say that the structure of the response was... No, I can't do it. It has to be extensive. Valid points. We made just about every valid point that was in that marking centre. And remember, it's very rare that anyone can ever do that, but we've done it, again, mainly because I'm incredible. And sometimes we went into more detail, but we did miss a few points. Either way, we've made way more than 12 valid points, which is what you're after, so it's extensive. Use of examples, this is something that I'll mark on what I was able to do on the computer, so I wasn't really able to give that many examples, and this would have really let me down. When I say something like accenting beats 2 and 3, you have to start to think, can I notate that? Great, do it. Accenting the on beat, can I notate it? Do it. Can I notate quadruple meter? Yes. All these things I could have notated. I could have notated the rolls. The fact that it was playing the backbeat, then going into a roll would have been a marvellous notation, which I didn't do. I think I notated maybe one thing. So in that case, you can see how important it is to quickly notate whatever it is that you're talking about to really back up any observation. Okay, I think I did 2. So it's probably between sound and basic, which is a shame because what I said was incredibly easy to notate. Musical terminology, I'm talking about the beats. I'm not saying, it's just accenting or hitting the beats harder. I'm saying it's accenting certain beats called the backbeat, 2 and 4, things like that. Talking about rolls, tempo, meter. I've mentioned all the major things and used the correct musical terminology. Remember, it does say in the marking that they would prefer you not to use musical terminology but make your points correct than some idiot who says pizzicato when they meant sforzando or something. So if you're ever not sure, make sure you just say it in plain English. Only use musical terminology when you know what it means. In this case, I did. So that's extensive. So we added up and we have 15, 16. It ends up being 17 and a half. So in that case, it was the really disappointing, the fact that I wasn't able to notate, which would have really boosted us. But guess what? Anything above 17 still band 6. So I think it's a keeper.